Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Crypto Conversation. This is your host, Shiv. I hope you guys are doing well. So, one of the topic that I found out today in today's news across different media is they're all talking about a change. So, if you look at this news, this is by the PayPal CEO, and he says the fintech will change more in the next 5 years than it has changed in the last 30 years. So it is, and if you look at the fintech technology, I mean, fintech has the cryptocurrencies are, I guess, the biggest fintech that we have right now. So what is fintech? Fintech is a combination of finance and technology. And what can there be a better fintech than a cryptocurrency which offers peer-to-peer network? And so we'll go through this article a little bit, and then we'll also talk about the Doge Bank strategies. He says that the fiat money, the paper money, is about to end, and that's again a new change. And we are stepping into an era of a different kind of money, which is called cryptocurrencies. And we shouldn't be surprised because the things over a period of like, I mean, look at the last 2 or 3 decades. The things have definitely changed. The way people used to interact with each other, the way people used to send messages, the way people used to make friends. People have more friends on their Facebook than they have in their real life, and so things like that. So we are definitely moving towards a biggest change, and you and I and all of us are very very fortunate and very blessed to be a part of the next big change, which is into the finance, and to become, we are very fortunate to become the early adopter of that change and coming across this technology. So yes, thank you so much for coming back, guys. This is Crypto Conversation. Just in case if you're new to this channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because this is a channel we talk about cryptocurrencies, ICOs, news developments, and market sentiments around the globe. And don't miss out on those. Let's start with the crypto coin market cap.com. So you have Bitcoin consistently 7,347, looks very, very strong. Uh, you Let's have a look at the total market cap. It's all about 201 billion. You have Bitcoin Cash at 635. Again, I mean, it's grown double in the last 10 days or 10 or 15 days. It was about 350, and as you can see, it's 635 today. You have Litecoin at $61. Again, a very good growth of 9.73% in the last 24 hours. Dash at 296, Neo at 26. So all I can see is, along with the Bitcoin, the other alternate cryptocurrencies are also having a very good price today. Let's have a look at some gainers and losers if there are any. So you have Binance coin. Okay, so Binance is an exchange as well as they have their own coin as well. So yes, they are BNB. So they are trading at 17.74. One of the good exchanges that I've come across recently is Binance for sure, guys. In case you want to go ahead and check that out. And 15% of GX shares, and this is the top 100. Oh, by the way, guys, so Power Ledger is being, oh, this is amazing. So Power Ledger had an ICO, and they are now trading on exchanges, I believe, and they are trading at about $0.16. Okay, that's right. And they are trading on Binance. That's nice. I didn't know about this. I did participate in the Power Ledger, and I found it very interesting. Just to let you know, guys, because Power Ledger is one of those ICOs, one of those companies which already have an existing model, and they're working on something. They're working in electricity, so solar energy. So wherein an individual can directly sell his or whatever remaining electricity to others, and they can make money out of it. So they don't have to go through a dealership. It is peer-to-peer electricity distribution. So something to think about, something that you can also go through in case you find it interesting. Take your decision. Again, guys, this is not an investment advice. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this news. So fintech will change more in the next 5 years than it has changed in the last 30 years, guys. What all have changed in the last 30 years? A lot many things have changed in the last 30 years, but the fintech is still remains same, except we got some credit cards, got some debit card, we got some PayPal, and the things have not much changed in fintech. But now is the time that the fintech is going to change. The financial sectors is going to change big time, and that too comes from the CEO of PayPal, a very big company. One of the point that I would like to definitely highlight here is that he was actually referring to a peer-to-peer payment system. So as you can see here, that he claims that the person-to-person payment system business is currently worth 35 billion and 40 billion. However, he projects it to be worth around 335 billion in the next 5 years, guys. Now, peer-to-peer is the cryptocurrencies are the one of the fintech, I would rather call it, which offers peer-to-peer, and that is what he is referring to. So he's saying peer-to-peer is right now 35, 45, 40 billion, but it's going to be reaching 335, because nowadays nobody wants a mediator, right? You talk about I mean, you have OLX in India, you have many other websites, many other portal which offers peer-to-peer solution. You don't have to go through a mediator. I want to sell something, I can sell you directly on a portal. And that is what was missing in finance so far. The finance always have a mediator, still have a mediator, and that is where cryptocurrencies are coming into picture, removing the mediator and making it peer-to-peer transaction. That's wonderful. So that's the news from the PayPal CEO. Again, the Deutsche Bank, okay, a strategist at Deutsche Bank. So he was very, in fact, he was very blunt in saying that the fiat money, the fiat currency will disappear rather soon. He's talking about the paper money. So fiat money will disappear rather soon, and that is what we all like to believe, that the fiat money will be no more in maybe a couple of years, and everybody will be trading into cryptocurrencies. So let's go through a little bit. Let's go through this a little bit. So he says the Deutsche Bank lead strategy Jim Braid, his name is, the current fiat-based currency system is unstable. I agree, and nearing its end. He claimed that the system was only able to advance to its current state due to inflationary shock it experienced in 1980. Uh, so this is what my opinion is. So I'm sure you guys must have heard about the 2008 collapse, the Lehman Brothers collapse, and there have been many other collapses as well. I strongly believe that if there is even one more collapse in fiat, like it was in 2008 and earlier, I think the world is definitely going to shift from fiat to crypto. I mean, it's already shifting, but then one more collapse into fiat can actually uh, just change the entire world. I mean, then there'll be no more trust on fiat at all. Even if the people who are trusting, I think everybody is going to shift to crypto, because fiat will have no strength to come back ever again, especially at this point in time, because we have not seen a major collapse ever since 2008 when it was invented. So I think one major collapse can directly shift the entire world to crypto. And what a lot of experts do have an opinion of, that the fiat is maybe coming to an end, may be coming towards a collapse. So if you see here, uh, like he also here is writing that the loose policies, extensive leverage, continuous printing of money may lead to the end of paper money. This is because the consumers around the world will lose faith in the system as fiat currencies continue to lose their value. I mean, you keep this is something I don't have to actually talk about. I mean, we all know how the fear, you keep money in the bank and every year it loses its value because of inflation, right? Its buying capacity, its buying power decreases every year. And that is what he is referring to. And that is why people will be moving for two reasons. First of all, it's peer to peer. Secondly, it's appreciating in value and it is not depreciating in value, just like fiat. So something to, another one. So this is another, like I said, there are a lot of positive news I'm bringing you today from various portals. And so what this one is from the former chairman of CME Group. The CME Group, the one who actually announced that they're going to list Bitcoin, they're going to trade Bitcoin futures on their portal. and because of which we had a recent hike in Bitcoin to 7,500 US dollar now. So the former chairman of the CME group, rather, he said the very important step in Bitcoin's history, and the founder of the Financial Future and is bullish on Bitcoin. He said that this is the next asset class, and this is an asset class, guys. I mean, if you people who have Bitcoin today and people who have had Bitcoin for the last 6 to 7 years, they have seen immense growth in the value, and this is being treated as an asset class. I mean, which asset class gives you such a growth today? And also considering it's limited in number, it's only 21 million in circulation. So here he says that the CME Group chairman Leo, he is bullish on Bitcoin, predicting the cryptocurrency will go on to become a new asset class alongside gold and traditional stocks. That's a very important step for Bitcoin's history. We will regulate. So this is something from him. He is 85-year-old, by the way, and he is always open for the technology. He has seen so many technological change in his career of 50, 60 years, and this is one of the major ones. So that's a very important step for the Bitcoin industry. We will regulate, make Bitcoin not wild, not wilder. We will tame it into a regular type of instrument of trade and rules. And here he says that the world in the 1970s did not look at currency trading as a valid instrument of finance. I too went from not believing in Bitcoin to wanting to know more. Like everybody who comes across Bitcoin, they don't believe or they don't pay much attention to Bitcoin in the first exposure. But then later on, they discover that this is something very, 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 very big. So this one is something that I would like to read. It says, "My whole life is built around new technology. I never said no to technology. People who say no to technology are soon dead. I'm still that same guy who believes in technology, at least examining change. That's what Bitcoin represents." These are the very positive news, guys. I'm sure you're enjoying as much as loving sharing it with you all. And this is another thing that I would like to opinion from you. It says, will Segwit2X lead to a major price decline by the end of November? I think there are two reasons it can lead to a decline. One, if the hard fork doesn't happen in the proper way, and if the security is on the risk, and I don't see if there is any other reason, because CME and the other financial institutions are actually trading it as futures. So I think the demand is gonna be more rather than there will be a decrease in the price. The decline in the price will only happen if there is any uh, any symbol of threat to the security of the Bitcoin network or things like that, or else I really don't think the price will see any decline. Okay, guys, so this is the last one I wanted to share, that Nepal police arrest two Bitcoin exchanges operators in crackdown. Now, Nepal is one of those countries which have banned exchanges in Nepal. And so there was this exchange in Nepal, which was BitSeva, which they were operating, but they have banned it. And this is what I find the difference between a developed country and developing country, and not so developing country. If you look at the Australia, if you look at India for that matter, it's still India studying it, right? Australia, Japan, and US, and New York, and all, you have these countries. If you have they have exchanges running. What does it mean? That the government is very popular, the country is pretty positive about the entire concept, and they want to study, they embrace the new technology. So they have embraced the new technology. But whereas look at this country, a smaller country which is not embraced the technology, which is going against it. So this is what the difference is between a developed country and a non-developed country, because they are wise enough, they are good at decision making, and these countries are very not good at decision making, and this is what they do, and that is how there are no chances of growing. If you have to grow, for any person, for any individual, for any, it applies for me, you, everybody, and for the country as well, that if you have to grow in your life, you have to really adapt to the new technologies. And if you don't, you stay where you are. And that is what something happening in Nepal. which is really sad. I'm sure they would, by the time they would realize how big is Bitcoin and how what other countries are doing about Bitcoin, I think it'll be too late for Nepal. And yeah, and guys, this is the event that I'm attending today. I'll be just leaving in like half an hour from now. Blockchain Technology Summit. This is at Mumbai Courtyard Marriott. So I hope to show you some live happenings from there. Make sure that you have hit the bell icon, just in case I go live, you get the notification, and I can share at least with you what all is happening there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and do let me know, putting in the comment below. Do share, do hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, as always, make sure you hit the subscribe so that you don't miss out on this important information. Let's spread this knowledge and worth. Like I said, we are moving towards, we are heading into a new change, which is major. This time it's finance which is going to change. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you.